Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us for the second installment of Equine Advocates Rescue and Sanctuary video tours, where we focus on the stories of the rescued horses, ponies, donkeys, and mules who live here, how they got here, and the particular equine issues connected to each one of them. Given the inordinate circumstances under which we all find ourselves during this pandemic, I would like to try to accomplish a few things by bringing our horses to you. One, I hope these videos will prove to be entertaining and that you'll enjoy them. Two, I hope that you'll also find them informative and educational. And three, for those of you who have visited here and or sponsor one or more of the equine residents here, this will give you an opportunity to see them again. Many of our sponsors who live in this part of the country normally visit whenever they wish, but obviously they can't right now. We also have sponsors as far away as California, Florida, Illinois, and other states. And in some cases, many of them have never even met their horses that they sponsor. So this is a way for them to see their equines up close on video. Today we're in the main barn. It's a kind of a beautiful, overcast but breezy day here in the beautiful Hudson Valley region of New York State. In this video, we'll be featuring this beautiful mare, Ceci Divine. She's a former thoroughbred racehorse. And then later on, we'll be focusing on Zoe and Elinore. And they're two best friends who also live in the main barn, but for different reasons. The main barn is used primarily to house equines who are either recovering from illnesses, injuries, or used to house horses with special needs. Of the three of them, Ceci here is staying temporarily while Zoe and Elinore spend most of their time inside and around the main barn. So for a formal introduction, this is Ceci Divine, a thoroughbred mare who turned 15 on March 29th. She was rescued out of a kill pen in Pennsylvania several years ago and came to the sanctuary in May of 2018. I've been around a lot of thoroughbreds in my life, but I have to say that Ceci is one of the nicest and sweetest ones I've ever encountered. Ceci's in the main barn right now recovering from an injury that requires her to be in the barn for several months. The reason for that being is because the location of her injury, which is, as you can see, it's her left rear fetlock, is in a high mobility area. And so it's going to take a while for that wound to heal completely. And I would say in about 4 weeks, our vet will be back to check the wound and make sure that she's okay so that she can be turned out with her friends again. Ceci is not generally a big fan of being in a stall, but she's now allowed to exercise in one of the small corrals attached to the main barn and has been a remarkably good patient. Everyone here at Equine Advocates just adores Ceci, who's not only gorgeous, but she has a kind disposition to match. I hope that when we're able to safely resume our public open days, that many of you will stop by and say hello to Ceci, because she loves attention. I would now like to introduce you to Zoe, and this is Elinore. Although they're not related, they do have one thing in common, in that they were both connected to Amish and Mennonite farmers in Ohio and Pennsylvania. Zoe here turned 18 last month. She's the daughter of Dolly, who many of you may know. Dolly was an Amish workhorse who was rescued along with Queen in Ohio in 2001. Both of those mares had baby mules nursing at their sides at the time of their rescue, and Dolly was also pregnant with Zoe. The baby mules, Gizmo and Gomez, are enormous, and they live in a section of the sanctuary called Muletown. We'll be visiting with them on another day. Zoe was a very healthy foal when she was born, but over time developed metabolic disease, which means that she can never have access to grass. The best way for me to describe this to you is you can kind of compare her to somebody with diabetes. So giving her grass would be like feeding sugar to a diabetic. Allowing her to eat grass would be pretty dangerous to her health, which means it could also be life-threatening. This is why we carved out this large dirt paddock, especially for her, so that we can keep her safely off the grass and at the same time have her in an environment where she can only eat the right foods in order for her to remain healthy. Elinore here is estimated to be about 26 now. I purchased her at an Amish slaughter auction in western Pennsylvania around 2002. She had been used for work pulling a plow. Because Amish and Mennonite farmers still breed horses and mules for work, the auctions where many of those farmers take these animals when they become injured or old tend to take place more frequently than, say, other slaughter auctions around the country. This is not to say that every Amish or Mennonite farmer sends their equines to slaughter, but the ones who choose to sell their horses and mules at slaughter auctions, like the ones in New Holland, Pennsylvania, Sugar Creek, Ohio, Unadilla, New York, Shipshewana, Indiana, and others across the United States, know exactly what will happen to them, as would be the case with anybody who sells their horses at slaughter auctions. Over the years, we've rescued many work horses and mules and standardbreds used by Amish and Mennonites for work and as buggy horses. While Elinore does not have the exact same health issues as Zoe, she has some serious digestive issues that she had in the past, and for that reason, she was logically the best stable mate for Zoe. These two are extremely feisty, but sweet. They get along well and are able to be on the same diet and turnout schedule. Well, that's it for now. Thank you for allowing Ceci, Zoe, and Elinore into your homes. We'll see you next time when you get to see more of our remarkable equine residents. Until next time, thank you.